And with the 5th pick in the 2009 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Mark Sanchez, quarterback, USC.
Now let me put my New York hat on for a moment and interpret this reaction. There's a lot of Patriot fans here and a lot of Giant fans here who don't like seeing Jet fans happy. Right. So I believe that.
With the first pick in the 2010 NFL Draft, the St. Louis Rams select Sam Bradford, quarterback, Oklahoma.
And just think for a moment, you're a young man and you're his folks, and forget the money and forget the fanfare and forget it. Let's boil it down. All these folks today, and you're going to see the next 3 days. It's been a dream. Maybe I can play pro football. You guys understand it, Tommy and Steve. Coach Crew, maybe I can coach in the league. And now it's realized. Right this moment.
He should call Matthew Stafford tomorrow on what it's like to go into a ball club that has not played well, that does not have a winning tradition recently, and that I'm going to have to figure out a way to lead, because this is one of the more dangerous spots in pro football and the most dangerous position in pro football, quarterback. And that's why might be the best moment for the next 9 months that he's going to have. He's going to have a tremendous amount of work ahead of him, and he's going to be tested by every inch of whatever he has, a capability of emotional, spiritual, physical, whatever he's got, he's going to be tested at its length the next 9 months to get to that first year, that rookie year with such high expectations. It's a tough spot for anybody.
Yes. There's a new coach for the first time at the Titans/Oilers franchise. The first time in a long time. Jeff Fisher's not head coach. It's Mike Munchak. Here's the pick.
With the 8th pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Jake Locker, quarterback, Washington.
Well, this is a guy. So the Titans go quarterback. Remember, Vince Young out. Yeah. Kerry Collins, who knows? Jeff Fisher no longer coach. He dates back to the Oilers. Mike Munchak, offensive lineman. Maybe he feels, man, maybe I could block for Jake Locker.
I don't know, every year you meet a guy that really impresses you and you just love to coach. This guy reminds me of a young Rich Gannon. He's got a lot of guts. And I've seen him throw the ball and be dominant at times. I love what this guy brings. Competitiveness. This guy's athletic. He runs 4.5. He's 230 pounds. He's going to be able to keep plays alive and create offense for you. He might be the toughest guy that I've studied in this draft. He'd be one of those throwback players that would play without a face mask. Jake Locker did it with a subpar supporting cast at Washington.
With the 10th pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Blaine Gabbert. With the 12th pick in the 2011 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Christian Ponder, quarterback, Florida State.
Another big-time low moment. Christian Ponder of Florida State becomes the 4th quarterback taken in the first 12 picks. Leslie Frazier said if that guy was out there, that would be someone you could build around, like Jay Cutler, like Aaron Rodgers, like Matthew Stafford. And
so the Aggies are curious, and now the Cleveland Browns. Well, let's see what happens, but you know why they made this move. Because this could be once every now and then you get a guy like this.
With the 3rd pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Trent Richardson, running back, Alabama.
So the Cleveland Browns, 4-12 a year ago, in a division where you got to figure out a way to move the ball against the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals, all of whom made the playoffs.
With the 8th pick in the 2012 NFL Draft, The Miami Dolphins select Ryan Tannehill, quarterback, Texas A&M.
Three quarterbacks in the top 8 for the first time in the 21st century. It happened in '99 when Couch McNabb and Achilles Smith went 1, 2, 3. So we haven't had to wait very long to wonder if Miami will try to get some answers at that quarterback position. Ryan Tannehill on the orange carpet now for the Dolphins. What do you think about
With the second pick in the 2013 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Luke Joeckel, tackle, Texas A&M.
You know what, John? You mentioned the name. Look at Luke here for a minute. Does he look like a 22-year-old Tony Baselli?
He actually plays like him, too.
Well, I'll tell you what. Baselli was the second overall pick in the '95 draft, the first pick ever in Jaguars history. That worked out unbelievably. They're hoping this will be the same.
The Oakland Raiders have traded the third pick to the Miami Dolphins. With the third pick in the 2013 NFL Draft, the Miami Dolphins select Deion Jordan, defensive end, Oregon.
It wasn't for Lane Johnson. It's Deion Jordan, the Oregon Duck, whose former college coach is now on the clock in Philadelphia.
With the 16th pick in the 2013 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select E.J. Manuel, quarterback, Florida State.
The first Michael Mayock. The first quarterback taken is not Geno Smith. It is not Matt Barkley. It's not even the quarterback that the current coach of the Buffalo Bills coached in college. It's E.J. Manuel out of Florida State, who is now going to go to Western New York.
With the third pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Blake Bortles, quarterback, Central Florida.
Well, there you have it. The first quarterback in this draft selected is not Johnny Manziel. It's not Teddy Bridgewater. Whoa. It's a young man out of the University of Central Florida who's going to join the AFC South this fall.
The Minnesota Vikings have traded the 8th pick to the Cleveland Browns. With the 8th pick in the 2014 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Justin Gilbert, defensive back, Oklahoma State.
The first defensive back of the draft goes, while Manziel still sits in the green room. Justin Gilbert was the apple of the eye of Mike Pettin. Pick is in. The Giants haven't chosen in the top 10 in consecutive drafts since '96-97. But yet, here it is for them in 2016.
With the 10th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Eli Apple, defensive back, Ohio State.
Wow. Well, I mean, the headline writes itself, the Big Apple.
With the 11th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Vernon Hargreaves III, defensive back, Florida.
So Tampa moves back a couple slots, pick up the guy they would have taken at 9, and gets an extra pick in the process.
Good. And there'll be discussions for years to come, probably, based on the Giants taking Apple over Hargreaves or not. That conversation's already going on in New York and New Jersey right now. Let's meet Hargreaves.
With the 15th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Corey Coleman, wide receiver, Baylor.
With the 26th pick in the 2016 NFL Draft, the Denver Broncos select Paxton Lynch, quarterback, Memphis.
With the third pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Solomon Thomas, defensive end, Stanford.
So he doesn't have to move very far, Coach.
That's great. That's great for him to see Solomon with his family. Just an extraordinary young man.
Here comes Roger Goodell across the podium, and now the question becomes, will this be the first time ever 4 quarterbacks in the top 10 picks of the draft?
The Oakland Raiders have traded the 10th pick to the Arizona Cardinals. With the 10th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Josh Rosen, quarterback, UCLA.
And we've got history. First time in the Common Draft era, 4 quarterbacks go in the top 10. He was called Chosen Rosen when he showed up and was handed the keys to the kingdom as a freshman at UCLA. And Arizona has chosen Rosen to give him the keys in 2018. Bradford is there. Glennon is there. Rosen is the future. Josh, give you some hints. Find Larry Fitzgerald early, find Larry Fitzgerald often, and occasionally look for that guy David Johnson out of the...
With the 15th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Oakland Raiders select Colton Miller, offensive tackle, UCLA.
You look at Colton Miller, guys. I talk about a guy who is a freakish talent. 6'8.5", 310 pounds. He'll get bigger.
Him out. Just one time out left for San Fran.
Watching kicker Phil Dawson warming up, he tried.